up, people?
Hello, everyone.
Let's see here.
It's Friday Night Live with Jerry and Gary.
It is, and it's also, how do you YouTube a cursory look? Hey, Huga, if you're still here. Hey, Boilermaker Rick, Mississippi, Missouri Outlaw Randy. Let's see, and let it play till it gets hot. There we go. Hey, it's already hot. Let's see. You want to make sure I'm not missing about his numbers being boring. Nobody really knows when it works. Some things have to figure out. YouTube.
Hey, Shamrock Traveler.
I'm just trying to read his comments and that type of thing real quick.
And Dale.
And oh, cool. We got Shamir Travel Log.
Yep.
That's going to be on yours.
Yep.
I suspect. And Dale. All right, from Trumpet Master Rick. Good to see you, brother. Lazy days ahead with Jesse and Lisa. It's good to see you. I see Ann Dale's over here as well.
Yep.
What we're doing is we're co-streaming tonight. We're going to try to get him some Jerry some hours. So what I'm doing is I'm going to post his link to his live stream, this very same live stream, on the top, so that if people want to join, hop over to his live stream, and I'm going to encourage them to hop on over there. After all, that's the purpose of the only reason why we stream it over here to mine is so that we can, kind of direct folks over there. So, Trumpet Master, good night. I'm so sorry, brother.
Trumpet Master, he's on he jumped over here.
Well, that's fine, but I still need to add him as a moderator, when he is over here.
He's on mine. Should I add him as moderator? Hey, Ann, should I put him on moderator on my side?
Well, I make most everybody I know a moderator.
No, yeah.
There ain't but one or two I ain't going to, and with good reason.
Well, I don't want to overload Jesse either. He's my.
I would say this moderator. Though it would be a little insulting not to have Jesse as a moderator.
Oh, I know. But I've got him as a moderator, but he's my manager of my moderators.
Well, he's good at that too, I expect. Missouri Outlaw Randy. Now he is a member of my channel too, and I wanted to point that out as well. By the way, y'all notice I got a different hat on today, but I got I still got the 29 on there.
Hey, what the clock?
Good to see y'all. Over on my side, what could be interesting is I could talk about one topic, and you could talk about a different topic.
Well, we'll get everybody all confused then.
Well, it's already confused.
It's going to confuse you and I too.
The conversations might not all add up, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Oh my Lord! I don't know if I can handle it today. All right, Jesse's over here now. Okay, I'm in Jerry's nice, awesome. Jesse.
Good to see you, Brutal Bob. And I'll mention this several times. Hey, what the flock? We are, working on trying to help Jerry with his watch hours. That's the entire purpose of me being on tonight. And thank you. Ann Dale is a member of my channel as well. I'm sorry I neglected to mention that. I'm a little scatterbrained at best. Ann Dale's been there, I reckon for about a month. It doesn't say how long, but on Randy's, it does say he's been a member for 4 months, Looper's level. And I'm very appreciative. The fact is, I've had the benefit of meeting up with Randy, and that was a really good trip. I enjoyed that. Hey, George Mitchell. One thing as y'all come into, if at least anybody that's over on my live comes in, hey, Steve and Tina Jewell, good to see you. Work line, always a pleasure, brother. He's another valued member of my channel. He's been around for pretty much the entire time. Great people. I do want to mention that one of the
Oh,
things that we're
full
doing
circle.
tonight.
That's that full circle is and the Ozarks is Larry.
Okay, well, she
I
was
would,
gifted the first membership, and this one is from her. Thank you, Andell. You're a very sweet lady, and whether you were a member or not, you know I love you. So, hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Look a little bit cold, so hope you don't mind. I'm gonna give you a jacket. You know, if I can get this mouse to actually work right.
at first circle, I went up there and I helped him cut some logs on his sawmill.
Oh, cool.
He's one of the guys I met at the meetup or at meetup the U2 conference last year.
Cool. And I see Canadian Family Life made it over to see you, or is over at your
Yep.
thing. Excellent.
And
Rachel,
not
hey, good
here.
to see you. Yeah, we did this very same thing for Rachel. She was a lot closer on her hours. Rachel and Tommy over at Mom Four Boys. Um, one things that we're doing tonight is we are encouraging people to go over to Jerry's chat. And hey, Big Matt, good to see you, brother. Hey, big movie fan, 18 plus. You know, I appreciate you sharing me out on your community tab. That is appreciated as always. Um, I, as I was just mentioning, we're trying to help Jerry out some with hours. We ain't gonna be able to finish it off right now, but he needs about 1,800 hours, and so we're gonna go through. And I have pinned the link over to his live of this very same live. Excuse me.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That cotton
Hey,
ball out.
thank you. Workline gifted a membership. You know, although I'm not sure if anybody had it set up for gift receiving. Um, it, and somebody will get it though. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, Outdoors with Big Matt was gifted membership. Welcome, welcome to the family again, Big Matt. Appreciate it.
I see that on your chat.
Do I now?
I saw that on your chat. I got you up also, and I saw in your chat that Big Matt got it.
And yeah, I got to try one. Do I now?
Lions Work got one.
Workline gifted a membership, and it was received by Outdoors with Big Matt.
Oh, okay.
So, and it is appreciated. Both the giver and the givee, and the receiver. And anyhow, we are going through, and if y'all get a while here, take a look at the link on the top, and please, go over and whether you're connected with him or not, go over and hit the like button over on there for him, and go through and watch over on his channel. We just thought it might get to some more folks. Well, you can watch wherever you like, but we're trying to encourage folks, to go over there. So, and make sure you give him a thumbs up. And now, one of the things I did want to address is I do want to go through. And by the way, on my channel, I do have Nightbot set up where you can type in. You can type in a lot of things, but 29 will drop your link. DD will drop your link. Woman will drop your link. Drop will drop your link. Just try to keep from spamming it though. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if I mind. I don't look at it as spam, so I really don't. So, but one of the things I wanted to address, and Jerry, do you got a particular thing that you want to discuss tonight?
No, not really. I mean, I'm open to everything you want to discuss.
All right.
I have a question. Maybe Jesse might know because I know Jesse and Scott really worked on the live thing. I have a question. See, maybe Jesse knows. It's the same one I asked you. You know, him and Scott were working on it a lot of it a couple of days ago. So I'm going to ask the question and see if Jesse had thought about it.
Okay.
Okay, Jesse, you ready for this? If Gary's got a live going, and Devil Dog's got a live going, and you got a live going, and I'm in all the lives of their actual, their YouTube lives, and they're doing a StreamYard. And I go on to Gary's and I hit share with my audience, and I go on to Eddie's and hit share with my audience, and I go on to you and hit share with my audience. Is it going to show up 3 different things on my front page, or is it going to be
you have 3 on the same one?
On the same page is what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, it'll be 3 separate lives.
Yeah, so people could will go in and they could be on. We'll see 3 different lives.
Well, that reminds me of something else that I think I wanted to address. By the way, hey, the budget preppers are here as well, and I want to say welcome. Thank you for coming in. Something I did want to, that if I can keep 2 thoughts in my head at the same time, let me say the first one so I can get rid of it. Quit thinking about it. And hey, the Bud Files, good to see you. First of all, a lot of folks in here are the focus. Hey, Bar Run Forward.
Hey, Troy.
A lot of people that come in here, and a lot of the people that I know, a lot of the smaller channels, a lot of them are looking at some point of getting monetized. That is the goal of a lot of people on here. Now, I don't think that's the only goal for everybody. I think a lot of people look at, this in different ways, but the thought of monetization isn't exactly something that they would turn down. Let me put it that way. In order to do that,
hey, Shirley,
one of the things that you really need to do is you need to keep up a master playlist so that when somebody comes over to your, even without you asking, even without, you even knowing necessarily, is, you can still be getting watch hours. And that's something ultimately you will need. Some people end up with more watch hours than they have. They'll hit the 4,000 before they'll hit the 1,000. That's okay.
But today, I was in Rich Cat. She was doing her Friday shout out type thing, and the guy in there said he had 10,000 watch hours already, but only has 500 subscribers.
I've run into that from time to time.
So
thank you, Workline.
I don't know if you missed Shirley's in here. I don't know if you didn't see that. I don't think it's she's on my side.
Okay, well, I said, if you'll take care of your side, and I'll mention the folks that come in over here.
Okay.
And we'll just do it that way. And hey, Peter came in over here.
Yep.
And he's another member of my channel.
And the Adventures of Bika came in mine.
Okay, excellent. I saw the Adventures of Bika earlier today.
And Budget Preppers is over here, and Mom for 4 Boys is over here.
Yep.
And Daddy Dutch Barbecue's here.
That's awesome.
So
some great people.
Yep.
But there's an easy way to make, and I don't want anybody to think that they're. And thank you for dropping links. That is appreciated, Big Matt. He's an awesome mod as well. And I'll tell you really easily how to make a master playlist. If I've got a video on how to do it, and it's on my channel if anybody's interested in watching it. But I'll tell you, you go to your studio, go to content, click on the box to the top left of the videos that it shows, the little boxes out to the left. At the top, there will be one box that will link everything, click every box out there. on that page. Before you start the thing, you may want to go through and increase it to a maximum number of, on that page. I think it's like 50, could be 30, but click on that, and then there will be another selection that asks you what you're wanting to do, and then just add the playlist, I think. And then you click on that, and if you don't have a master playlist, at the bottom there's an option to create a playlist. If you already have it set up, then you just go through and click on that, and it will add those. When you save it, it will save all those to a master playlist. One of the things that I do see from quite often, actually, is when I go to somebody's, I can't watch a lot of videos. I just don't have the time to do it. Or maybe I need to make more time to do that. I don't know, but I do so many different things, and I stay so busy.
Hey, Marie.
Hey, Okie Homestead, Marie. Anyhow, that sometimes, but in order to try and help as many people as I can, I see Dark Lord Manette's over there too.
Yes, he did come in here.
And just doing our best. Shirley, good to see you. Hey, Jonesy, good to see you. Another member of the channel. And good morning.
All right, Shirley, that's the way to go. Shirley had lost a bunch of hours, and she, I guess, contacted YouTube, and they said her lost hours, they returned it, so now she's almost at 3,000.
That's awesome.
She had dropped all the way down to like a little over 1,000.
Oh, wow.
So she had lost that many, so she contacted them, and she got them back, obviously. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yarn again. I hadn't familiar with that.
Yarn again. I've seen her in my chat last Friday. She was in here.
That's awesome. But I do recommend to everybody, if that is ultimately a goal, I don't care if you've only got 40. Hey, Redhead by Nature. I was watching one of your videos earlier today.
Hey, Jonesy.
But we are encouraging people over in my chat to go over to Jerry's. I don't normally stream on Friday nights. The only reason why I'm streaming tonight, by the way, 29 people in here. Love that number. Y'all know how I am about the 29.
Yep.
So
29 likes.
Oh
no, you only got 20 likes. We gotta get that up.
Well, that'd be good. But my main concern tonight is trying to, bring some folks over to Jerry's so that he can go through and collect more watch hours.
And I appreciate it.
What did you say about 1,700 hours from
1,700, almost 1,700 hours exactly from what Wednesday's morning count is. It hasn't gone. I got 8.9 hours that goes on tonight.
All right.
So about 1,700 hours, but basically I'm out.
Sup, DC Outdoors. Good to see you.
So if we can get 100 people watch 17 hours, I'll have it.
The link, if you're in my chat, if you're in the chat for Belt Loop 29, you can click at the link at the top of the chat, and that will take you over to Jerry's live stream, and hopefully you'll watch it from over there just to help get him some more watch hours.
And I do appreciate it, because I just want to get it done before I have a 500 hours that's going to come off in 7 days, the 1st of June.
Well, right. That's one of the reasons why we're trying to focus on. In fact, I ran your playlist. Man, that thing took a while to do too.
I'm sorry. It's 3 days. As they say, Kathy from Rich Cat Ranch told me today it was 3 days, 5 hours, 17 minutes, and 47 seconds or something like that.
By the way, for some reason, there's about 4 videos on yours that it won't play.
Really?
It says 4 of them are hidden or something, and that's not a big deal.
Those might be the new ones that hadn't been published.
Yeah, well, you probably added them to your master list and just hadn't made them public.
Right, they haven't been public yet. They're added to the master list when I download them, and they just haven't become public yet.
That link at the top of my chat doesn't go over to Jerry's.
Hey, Coyote.
Yeah, it does. I just clicked on it, Matt. I just clicked on it and it took me over there. So,
I see it right there.
well, you try clicking on it, Jared. I mean, if you're on, if you happen to have access to my YouTube channel,
I did. Yeah, it pops right up.
okay, yeah, it's working, Matt. Um, I don't know why it wasn't for you. Hey, Scratching Pete. um, hey, good to see you, Mark. Um, hey, I appreciate it. We're in the process of sending folks over to Jerry's, try to help him with watch hours. Now I did want to.
Thanks,
There's a couple.
Mom, four boys. Thank you. She says she's going to run my list.
Excellent. It takes a while to run that thing.
And I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but
No, you're good. That's hey, there ain't nothing wrong with having a 3 day. I don't have a clue how long it'd take to run mine, but it would probably take you a month.
I can. Well, if it's under 500 hours, I can click on it and tell you later. But it said the average length time was 15-minute video. The video's average was 15 minutes. But that takes in those lives too. You know, the lives we've done already that are 2 and 3 hours long. Those average those are in there also. Those average into that. So
well, you know, I think one of my 24-hour ones I think is on Devil Dogs. I think. I don't know.
It might be. But, I mean, if you put it on there, you know, I probably should.
No, I may have accidentally set it up through his, so I don't know.
I think what I'll do is once I get monetized, I'll go into the master list though and take the live ones out so they're not, you know, so if somebody wants to sit there and really watch videos, they can actually see the videos, not the lives.
Well, why don't you just make a separate, you know, watch list, a watch playlist without the lives? I mean,
yeah.
Although I don't see why you wouldn't have the lives in there, because the whole point of a playlist is to help, you
help
know,
hours.
well, they're truthfully, it's to help people identify specific types of videos, but a master playlist is really more there for your watch hours, in my opinion.
I agree. Excuse me, I agree.
And Lace Days Ahead, Jesse and Lisa. Jesse said it worked for him too. Anyhow, something else. Well, let's discuss a little bit about YouTubing. I think that a lot of people's goal is to become monetized. I think that.
Hey, Scratching Beat.
Good to see you, Sketch. I said hey to Scratching Pete earlier, but hey again, always a pleasure.
I'm sorry, I must have missed that.
That's all right. I think that it's important to look at the fact that different things on YouTube have a tendency to have different effects. First of all, I think that for the long term, your content is important. If you want something to be watched over and over again, something that is, and ultimately what we'd all like to have is, I would think, it'd be a library of 1,000 videos that people watched all the time.
Yeah, that would be ideal, wouldn't it?
It would. But I think also something else that it helps with is, if you're, as far as videos, a lot of times we have a tendency to make videos that we like, or things that, because we think a lot of people think that's representative of, of who we are. And I get that. I do. Certainly, most every video I do is for me. Is for of the things that I enjoy doing. I try to have fun with whatever I do on here. But I do some videos that I try to do some videos that answer a question or try to help somebody in some way. I think that when you're talking about the longer format videos, and certainly a lot of people these days are becoming more into the live streams and more into the shorts. It's becoming more diversified.
Right.
But I think that those longer format videos if you can go through and answer specific questions for people, like let's take your most popular video about the goats and the goats and the cows.
Yeah.
Um, and if it's my understanding, you were you know going out there to shear some hooves or
Yeah, it's trimming hoofs on the goats,
right.
and I think we went out and gave treats to cows. Is what I think it was. I mean, it
Well,
was
I'm sure they appreciated it.
all the cows do. The cows love getting treats from us. We go out there with rattle cubes, and they come up and they'll take their I don't know if you know what a rattle cube is about. They're about that long and they're round, and they're
Yeah,
a protein cube. And you hand it to them, and they'll take it right out of your hands. They love it. They love it. And it also makes them more docile, and it also makes them, when you want to call them to another field, they come because they think you got those things. So
there we go. Hey, coffee walks and whatever. Thank you for
Hey,
coming in.
OJ. Good
Now,
morning, Becky's in there.
and that video obviously has taken off, and a lot of folks have watched that. Now, if that had been, and I think the name of it is Goats and Cows or Cows and Goats.
Yeah, goats and cows.
All right. If well, people that like goats and cows will continue to come back and watch that. I expect it's a simple title.
It's Southern Texas cattle and hay.
Good to see you, South Texas Cattle and Hay. Yeah. I think though that if a video about how to trim the goat's hooves, because I don't think that they went in there specifically for the fact that you were trimming the goat's hooves, because it's not mentioned in the title. It could be mentioned in the, but I think that most people pay a lot more attention and they search for specific things. I have searched. I search YouTube all the time. I searched YouTube recently on how to do something specific that I had never done with my editor just yesterday. And I've searched on how to reset my Armatron watch. Most of the time when I go to YouTube, I'm either just looking at what's, the folks that I'm subscribed to, what they've popped up, and I do a lot of that. But, a lot of times I'll specifically go to YouTube to find out information. Well,
And I do too, Gary. I mean, when I made my videos, I didn't make my videos with the thought of how to. Now I will do a video. I got to do another video of the goats, their feet being trimmed here pretty soon. I'm going to put in how to trim the goat's feet. On this one,
there we go.
we'll see how that does. But the funny thing about that video is, I've had 20,100 some odd views on it, and the average viewing of it is only like a minute and 15, a minute and 20 seconds.
Right.
And Susan and I the other night were sitting there talking, and we said, "Well, what would happen if all 20,000 people had watched the whole 15 minutes of it?" Well, if they would have watched the whole 15 minutes, then I'd have 5,000 hours, just that one video. So yeah. I know that it wasn't. I never expected it to even get 1,000 views. To get 20,000 views, I'm blown away.
Right.
And I'm appreciative of people who did view. So I didn't go in with the intention to try to get people to watch the whole video. So I didn't do a how to.
Jerry, don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to tell you anything about that particular video and how you should have or could have.
Oh, I know. I understand. I appreciate any kind of comments or suggestions anybody can make for me, because I'm open ears. But one thing when we made our video is it wasn't really to when we started off, it really wasn't to get monetized. It was the way to have record of what we've done here on the property. Sure. It's the way to have our family members that are in Oregon, and I got a sister over in Illinois, and I've got family in California, and we got family in Montana and Wyoming. That was a way for them to click on and see what we are actually doing. Because I'm gonna be honest, my mom and dad told my mom when I bought this 116 acres, and I told her we were going to move to San Diego to Missouri, and we were going to start farming, and my mom said, "You can't do it." And I'm one of those people, you tell me I can't do something, and I'm going to do it just to spite you. I'm going to show you I can do it. And so
Yeah.
we moved here with the intent that we're going to farm here because my mom kept telling us we're too old to do it. We can't, we're not able to do it. We don't have the education to do it. And so when I came here, I went to go back to college. I got a degree in it, in agriculture.
Yeah.
And my wife and I have been making it work. Of course, I love my mom to death, but she passed away about 6 years ago. So she never got to see the whole, see what we've done since we moved here. And Susan and I said a long time ago, our biggest mistake was we didn't record everything we did here and how everything has changed. And if people saw how much it's changed over the years, they'd be blown away. And so we more did it for our family, and we did it for our grandkids, so
Right.
they can watch it, and they, because they not all of them are going to come here, and if they do come here, at least they'll know what's going on here.
Well, I think that's important from time to time to make videos for yourself.
Right.
By the way, Eagles Trekkers come in. He is a valued member of the channel as well, and we got Traveling Fools as well. Good people, friends. Been friends with him for a long time, as I have been with Eagles Trekkers as well. And I'm not trying to tell people to stay away from videos that of the things that they to share, just kind of what they're doing. What I'm trying to, I guess, mention is you might want to try to every 2 or 3 videos, try to do something that answers a question for somebody.
Right.
That it's just a style of video. And when you do that, it's probably a good idea to mention this is the problem that we're having. This is I'm going to show you how we're going to tackle it, how we're going to fix it, and then go through and show it to them. The fact is that if you're showing somebody how to do something, I think that it does a couple of things. First, when you tell them up front, what the problem is and how you're going to fix it, or that you're going to fix it, they have a tendency to watch further into the video because they want to, see each part of it.
Right.
Susan
and I learned in that, and your title has a lot to do with the fact that people are going to stay and watch, or they're just going to check in real quick and leave.
Right. And I think that people will hop on to something that says cows and goats, just to take a look at at the cows and goats because they like animals. I certainly do. And
they gather together homestead.
And but I think that I'm just making a suggestion that you start building a repertoire or a library of hey, Marines and Army Mom, good to see you. One of the things that we are doing here, and I'll mention this from time to time throughout the tonight's program, is that we are trying to send some folks over to Butler's Family Farm, channel, so that they can help with them with the watch hours. And the link is, if you happen to be in my channel, you can click the link on top. Hey, Cruise and Scene, good to see you. You can click on the link up top, and that will take you directly over to Jerry's live stream. That way you can, help him with watch hours.
And I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. In a little bit, Jerry, what we'll want to do, for that matter, I guess we could, I'm fine with somebody coming up if they wanted to, especially if they had a question. If you would look on the StreamYard and that link that was there.
You want me to post it mine?
Post it in yours and pin it on top.
Okay.
That way, if somebody wants to, come up on here, they can go over to yours and just click on the link at top, and then they can come on up on the panel if they'd like. Oh, let me. But I think that lot of folks don't like doing shorts, probably in part because
LB.
They don't do what now.
LB, say hi to LB.
Oh, hey, LB. I didn't see her come in. She's
She
over
just
there on
came in,
your.
I think. And then let's see, we got on your side. I think Cruising Scene just came in on your side.
Yep, I said hello to them when they came in.
Okay.
I'm sitting here staring at the chat from my side so that I
I'm
can
kind of
tell.
looking at all two of them, and then also looking at StreamYard too. So I'm
That's
trying
fine.
not to miss nothing. So
I'm hey,
I miss hearing it.
I'm hey, quiet listener. Good to see you, Victoria. Well, I appreciate you coming in. If you don't mind, drop over to Jerry's and click the like button. The link is pinned up top. If you don't mind, we're trying to drive some traffic over there and get him some watch hours is really our focus tonight. But I think that a lot of people don't like making shorts. I don't know why. They're extremely easy to do, and some people feel like they don't have any content. I do content. Hey, every bit of it helps, and you can't ever tell. You can never tell what something's going to go wild.
No, I know. No.
And let's see. What we do sometimes to help someone in their hours is to start a live, drop the channel's link in the chat and pin it. Then I go put up a broad background pic that says click on the link in the chat. Then we usually do. Yeah, well, I've done that before as well. And I know Devil Dog has as well. Um, you know, but with this, it tends to, if they see something going on though, it tends to help bring a few more folks to it. Some folks will come in and they'll just, they'll just say, no, they're not there. So go. This way, at least they're seeing the same thing here as they will be over there. And afterwards, I am curious to sit there and talk with Jerry and the after thing to see how his hours went. Make sure that we have as many hours as normal. If not, we'll next week we won't be doing it on my channel. We'll just be doing it on his.
Right. You
But
see, Bruce came in.
hey, good to see you, Bruce. I promise I was about to get to it.
Hello, Bruce. It's all right. I just want to say hi to him too.
All right. Hey, and any friend of Beltloop 29 is auto friend to me. Thank you, Eagles Tracker. I appreciate that. And Bruce over at Shooting Star Mississippi, another member of Eagles and Shooting Star, both members of the channel. Thank you for your support. Hey, you guys know I love y'all. Y'all are good people. And that's irrelevant of whether or not you're a member of the channel, but I do appreciate the support anyhow. I think that, hey, in the last week I've shot videos, and I've got several channels. So one about gardening, one about cute critters, one about gardening, cute critters, and cooking. On my cooking one, I just, it wasn't really me cooking, but I shot what we were having for lunch on, for a short.
Just all three of those go together, don't you?
Do I now?
All three of those channels go together. What you're growing, you could be eating, and cute critters you can eat, and also you be cooking them up.
Well, I ain't cute. I ain't cooking my cute critters.
I know.
So no, they don't. Anyhow, I did shoot video shorts for each one of them, and it's nothing major. In fact, one on my main channel, I may have done this short just saying, "Hey, I was wearing my tennis shoes today." I don't typically do that. I shot a video just say, "Hey, the pepper plant's got." I'm just saying whatever you can make. Hey, my brother got 135,000 views on him feeding his pet possum, grapes. You can never tell what somebody is going to watch. I did a video that had a dog hiking a flat football, and it got 165,000 views. So, and over 200 subscribers from that. So, I guess my point is, you can't ever tell what people are going to watch or what's going to, hit.
I know it's amazing. It's amazing me. What you post, you think it's a good short, or all the people are going to like this, and it doesn't do anything. And then you post something where there's no talking. It's just a little morning scene of the sun coming up, and it just takes off like a gangbusters.
That's
There's
right.
No rhyme or reason to any of it.
Well,
Just what happened. People like what happened to like that time.
I think so.
But I try to post right now. I'm trying to post a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and shorts on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
Oh,
every day something's coming out on my channel.
Eagles, you actually can get to every one of my links are up on my main channel. If somebody wants to get to those channels, all they have to do is go to my channel, and up in the banner on the right hand side on the bottom of the picture, it's got three little YouTube things. Each one of them is a link to each of the channels. Thank you for coming in, Victoria. The and I'm sorry, Eagles. Right now, I'm so focused on trying to pay attention to that and still maintain focus. Try to conversate at the same time. It's gonna be a little bit difficult for me to do it. If somebody wants to drop, if somebody wants to drop the other links to my other channels, that's fine. I don't typically drop my own links anyhow. Hey, Big Matt.
How y'all fellers doing?
Pretty how you,
well, brother.
Oh, I can't complain.
Just curious, Matt, did you have a question about, the subject matter you just visited? It's fine either way.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
How come when I type 29 in Jerry's live, it doesn't drop my link?
Because I don't have anything set up for that.
Is it because you don't have Nightbot? Because
I don't have no Nightbot set up. I have nothing. I've never set a Nightbot up, and I haven't got a chance to do it yet.
There you go.
Well, that may be because I know I have noticed that when other people are live that have Nightbot, if you type a command in their live instead of the original host, Nightbot will drop your link.
Really? I haven't got a Nightbot set up yet. I keep talking about doing it, and I just haven't got a chance to do it. And Devil Dog's been busy to help me set up, and Gary's been busy because Gary wants me to use Devil Dog to help me set it up. I just haven't done it. And now we got spring here, and I got plants that got to get in the ground and grass to be planted. So my time has gotten to be
it's going to be
between.
He's busy, then you're busy, and he's not.
Right. I have to, in order to get with him when he's not busy, I have to be up at 2:00 in the morning.
But I tell you what, tonight, if you're not busy, I'll sit there and I'll try to help you go through and make sure you get Nightbot and get it on your thing.
That'll work. I mean, we can
I'm
try it. All you can do is fail, right?
I'm nowhere near as efficient, I'm sure, as Devil Dog is, but I will help you do that. So
I appreciate it.
All right.
What are you doing?
I can figure out.
The only part of it that I know is you have to be subscribed to it and go in. The first thing you do is turn off all the little things, sensitivity.
Yeah, okay. You got to turn off all that stuff that times people out and what have you. If you don't want it timing a bunch of people out, that's right.
Right.
And we will focus on that. And I'll give you just a couple of we'll walk through and figure out a couple of things, and I'll discuss a few things with you as far as options that you may want to consider when doing it. And by the way, Matt, what is the link? What in your channel? What do they type to drop a link?
It's the original drop.
It's the original drop.
Okay, yeah, I've got that.
It's the word drop?
Yep. But I'm fixing to go in and make some adjustments to it, because I know Coyote's in the background and he won't type drop. Yeah. He'll go in and put PORD.
PORD.
Drop spelled backwards.
We should do the link backwards. No, when Matt first started his and I set up his Nightbot and stuff, I remember before that he was always talking about dropping links and how you had to have
Hey, there she is.
You had to have someone that was a moderator do it, and sometimes it would just cause a backlog because sometimes people wouldn't see them, and that can, unfortunately, some people can get upset about stuff like that. So I was like, well, let's just automate it then. So I made the drop command so that and it does have a little bit of a delay on it though, or at least it used to where if 10 people say drop, it's only gonna take the first one, and then it's gonna have like a 20-30 second delay. That way it doesn't spam the chat. I didn't want it to overwhelm the chat. But a person doesn't have to be a moderator to do it. And that was the biggest thing I did was is set it up to where it wouldn't just anybody could run that particular one. Now that it does have to be the first word in your thing because that's what it's watching for.
Right.
But,
so if it's in a sentence, it won't work. But if it's the first word of the sentence, it will work.
Right. So that way, for example, if you were to say, "Hey, I dropped by Belt Loop's place," it's not gonna do it. But if you just type in drop, it will. That way, there's no and that's with all the Nightbot commands. It has to be the first thing on the line.
Okay.
And I mean, that's part of the thing of it being a free service. But I've talked to multiple people who said that Nightbot, compared to a lot of the other bots that are out there, the versatility to be able to make your commands and stuff is better. You just have to. It just takes a little bit of looking at it. My background's programming, but there's other stuff I've wanted to do, and just I hadn't had the time to sit down and look at it. So it's not like it's super simplistic, but if you have any knowledge of programming, then it's not too hard. I mean, there's only kind of like DOS commands if you go back that far. You know what I mean? There's not a lot to it.
I used to program in DOS, so
okay. So there's not a whole lot of now they're not the same ones, but just the simplicity of it. Right. There's not a ton of commands. You just have to know how to do the correct syntax, and if you know that, then coming up with new commands isn't too difficult.
Yeah.
All right.
I just haven't got a chance to really sit down and do it because I mean, I sit down at the computer, I'm either editing a video or I'm watching somebody's live, or it's one of the things that you really got to do. Say, okay, I'm going to sit down here, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And so, and Gary and I talked about that before, and we said, well, we'll get Devil Dog to do it. Well, he's so busy making everybody stickers and stuff, and or playing games. Like today, he was on playing a game, and he got me hooked into this game also. And I'm like, I'm not knowing what I'm doing. He said, well, you need to follow this, and this, and so I'm thinking, I have things I should be doing.
Yeah, I'm just proud of that drop command. It's one of those few things where, there's been a few things I've done in my life where it's like, I did well, and it's like, it's really neat when you come across seeing somebody do it in their live, and it's people that I don't really know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it spread.
Ryan, the tech guy.
I feel like I've actually contributed a little bit.
Ryan, the tech guy, really got into Nightbot once he learned how to do it.
Oh yeah.
Between him and Texans Down Under, that boy went nuts. He's got it doing stuff that I'm just like, well, how did you get it to do that? I don't know how to do any of it.
Yeah. Like I said, if you have an understanding of programming syntax, then it's not too difficult. It's pretty simple, and the fact that it's free is.
My motto: if it's free, it's for me.
Yeah.
Belt Loop.
Yes.
Oh, and they came out better than I expected.
Hang on, let me bigify you.
I think it's sausage, isn't it? No, what is it? It's a tube or something.
It's a tube.
What's in the tube?
Well, give me 1 second. Let me pull one out.
Oh, by the way, I do have, as far as those commands, I've got Tweety, 29, DD, woman, drop,
BFF.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the BFF only drops yours.
Oh.
nice thing is you can set up multiple commands and just turn them on or off before you go live. If you just pop into Nightbot, into the controls, you can turn on and off the ones you want. So, for example, if you have themes, or like, for example, if you're someone who tends to have a share prayers or whatever, you can easily go in and make those changes right before a live.
Yes, ma'am. I've even got Peace, Piece. I was going to do Peace, Peace, but
Who got Homestead?
And sorry, I'm not watching my chat.
That's right.
Again.
They're on my side. There it is.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. Yeah, they are.
Those are the new stickers.
Are those from?
They are.
Are those from a sticker mule?
No.
On the sheet?
Don't we all?
We got them on Amazon.
On Amazon.
Yeah. I don't like the size. I'd prefer them to be bigger.
The thing is that
hey, Gary,
we've been trying to do it and I can't. And finally, he sent me the link on the.
Bring us back up.
And I was like, all right, fine. And we got it done.
I have a message for you.
So,
let's see.
And Uncle Jesse, if you're still lurking around in one of the chats, we're going to have to do another meetup somewhere because you're going to be one of the first ones getting.
Well, are you coming to meet up in May?
Momo Mill gets one.
Matt?
Yes.
Are you coming to meet up in May?
Where?
At Lake Tenkiller?
Probably not.
Okay, the guy said Jesse's going to be there.
Where's it at?
Well, Uncle Jesse only lives about 15 minutes up the road from me.
Oh, really?
Well,
you're just going to have to drive over to him then.
Yep.
We can both meet at a place that's only about 20 minutes away from each of us.
I don't know if you saw that, Matt. He says, just say the place and when he'll be there.
Isn't that who
Lazy Days, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. I thought they were over like Baytown or something. Okay.
That's what she said. Hardcore cop. Victoria asked how she could be, how can you share? And by the way,
and he says just say when.
Yep.
Anybody that'd like to know how to co-stream and the kind of the ins and outs, the wherefores, and where how to dot them I's and cross them T's, I've got a couple videos on my channel that type in in the search bar how to co-stream Belt Loop 29, and it'll talk about the feature that's available on YouTube or on StreamYard, and which brings me to another point. Some people seem to think, and by the way, I'll mention this again, we're trying to gain some watch hours over here for Jerry at Butler Family Farms. So at the top of my link, the top of my chat, there's a link pinned that will take you over to Jerry Butler Family, or Jerry's at Butler Family Farm.
And I just typed it into your chat also, so that, if they don't have problems, they can click on that.
Okay. But
yeah,
that's
I got
not going to take them directly to the live. That's going to take them to the channel, not the live.
Oh, that's true. That takes to the channel.
To try and get them.
Yeah, right in the
Victoria.
live.
Hello, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Hello. Now, today, on mine, how do I put you guys on my channel?
Are you on a phone or a computer?
I'm on my laptop.
That'll be about week.
Okay. That will be fine if I guess if you want to do that. But our focus tonight, Victoria, is to try to send some folks over to Jerry's. We can, as far as sending some folks, and if you'd like to, help drive some traffic over to Jerry's, that's always appreciated.
Yeah.
And but tonight is really Jerry's. It's really Jerry's stream, and so I just started it so that we could go through and drive people over there. If you want,
you can go ahead and let her go ahead and stream.
if she wants to, she can.
She wants you to explain to her how to do it. She doesn't know how to do it.
All right. Well, I tell you what, Victoria. If you look at the top of the StreamYard on the right-hand side, you see that blue link?
The go live?
Well, it should say, well, I don't know what it says. I'm not looking at it directly.
Oh.
Something to share to your audience or share to your,
Oh, present.
Stream this to your audience.
I sure will say hi.
So you would, if you wanted to share it to your channel, you just click on that, and it'll, you'll have to go through and fill out a title or something, and fill out a description, and it would stream to your audience. That's the bottom line. But if you want to know more about it, Victoria, you need to look on my channel and watch the 2 videos that are about co-streaming.
Okay. Well, I maybe I'll be able to do that one of these nights, but right now I'm not seeing what you're explaining because I'm already have my things.
Well, let me ask you this: on the top right-hand side of your StreamYard, what does it say? What is there, a red button there or a blue button?
On the top right of my StreamYard is the duck.
Okay, but is there a big blue button up there?
No.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you maximized you are on StreamYard, yes?
Yes.
All right. Did you maximize our pictures where you couldn't see the chat, or can you see the chat?
I can see the chat.
All right, look above the chat.
Uh-huh.
Now, what's above the chat?
It says some destinations won't get comments. Learn more. And above that, it's got scheduled in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, counting down, a pencil, Facebook, and
thank you.
Facebook and YouTube, and then my go live button.
That's in this screen that you were looking at?
No, that's in my
in this screen where your face is in the chat. What's above that chat?
Oh, stream your okay. Oh, I was in the wrong side. All right.
There you go.
It says stream to your audience.
Yes. Click on that button.
Okay, now it says stream this to your audience, and it select destination, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, let me ask you a question, Victoria. Do you have a live stream planned?
I'm about to.
All right. Well, you don't want to live stream this to your audience because that's going to interfere with your existing stream. You could still go to it, but that's not going to have us on it.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'm sorry. I'll have to watch.
No, it's not a problem.
It's all right.
In fact, Victoria, I would get with me sometime, and
hey DJ,
if you're still around at 10 o'clock, if you're not streaming at that time, you're welcome to come back up on this stream, and the after party we can talk a little bit more about it. But I can, or maybe even direct you to the videos that talk about how to co-stream.
Okay.
Okay, I'd be glad to do that. I know Devil Dog would as well.
Yeah, I was thinking to help Jerry by just running you guys's, and then go over to Jerry like you're doing. But
I appreciate that. I mean, choke me up.
Hey.
All right. Well, I gotta go, you guys. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, Victoria. It's always a pleasure to see you, ma'am.
All right. Bye.
You okay there, Jerry?
Choke up a little bit. Yeah. That's some sort of go down the wrong side.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe my eyes
not everyone's stream. No, right now, as far as I know, it's just me and Jerry streaming.
Yes, I'm not streaming.
Right. And there are some good points and maybe some drawbacks to it. But I think all in all, it's pretty good. you know, there are some benefits to co-streaming. And for example, in the situation that we're in here, I think it might be helping to drive a little bit more traffic to, or at least that's my hope, that it's driving a little bit more traffic.
I think what it does is traffic. People choose that see you most of the time that don't see me have an opportunity to see me, and people who see me they don't see you get an opportunity to see you on there, and then they could go over and subscribe to yours if they want.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know, so it spreads the wealth, I think.
Well, it does. Now, some people seem to think, and let me mention a rumor that I've seen people mention, and I think that doesn't make sense. Some people seem to think that it spreads. Some people think that you and I both are getting the same amount of watch hours at the same time, that it's just splitting it between us. And hey, Twin Brookacres, good to see you. But if you think about it, we're streaming using StreamYard.
Correct.
All right. StreamYard has nothing to do with YouTube. It's a streaming service. I pay for it. So does Jerry. Whoever is in his chat, you know, he's getting the watch hours for. Hey, Pedroza Travel, good to see you.
Hey, Derek Fowler.
So if somebody is in his live stream of this co-stream, then he will get hours for that. If they're in my live stream, he's not going to see the hours of the people that are in my chat. Now some people will open two different tabs, and they will try to split the watch hours. However, I should point out that whatever the active tab is the one that's going to get credit for that time. They're very specific about what, you know, the information they keep track of. They can tell.
What do you mean by active? What do you mean by active, Gary? Active tab, like, I mean, they click on yours and then they click on mine.
I'll tell you what. Let me show you. Just easier to show you than it is to sit here and explain it, because some people may not know it. And let me go through, for that matter, and let me just put that big screen. I've got it paused right now, and yes, it looks fuzzy, and the reason for that is I keep I'll make it a little clearer. The reason why I do that, have it down so low, is so that it doesn't interfere with my internet. The lower it is, the less bandwidth it takes, the more I can co-stream. And when I'm trying to co-stream a couple different, when I'm trying to co-stream several different playlists, I have enough issues with it. All right, right now, this is what we're looking at. This is on Butler Family Farm. This is the active tab. That is the active tab. If I were to click on that tab, it's my channel. For the few seconds that we're over here, I'm getting credit for it. Bam, we're back on your tab. You're getting credit for it. Does that make sense now?
Do that one more time now.
All right. We're on yours. You're getting credit right now.
Right.
We're on mine. I clicked on the tab. This is now the active tab. The one that's up top.
Right. I got you.
All right.
Oh, so the tab, whatever tab is lit up, that's what is getting credit.
It's the front tab. It's the one.
But if you have two screens like I do, and I have one on one screen and one on the other,
then both are getting credit. That's
both
right.
Getting credit. Okay.
And there is something else you can do if you really wanted to try that. You could go through and move and put that on a new. This is mine, so I don't mind doing it. I put it on its own window. And I downsized it. So now it's, you know, I can move it wherever I want, and it'll be okay.
I see.
But, you in the settings bar, I go through and put it on the lowest setting so that it doesn't interfere with my internet access as much. So
you don't have it doesn't skip or nothing like that, or drop something out.
But if I wanted to go back to yours, I'd click on that, and that is my active tab. Now, if I had both windows open, I think they'd probably both get credit. But if I'm on one browser without opening a bunch of different windows, and that starts eating up your RAM, it starts eating up your internet. It's harder to do that.
Yeah.
Do we both get credit if I still split screen? Yes, I think you do. But Molly, let me just tell you, I don't need any credit. I don't need watch hours. It's not anything that I'm. So your 3 tab system does not work. That's correct. Eagles, correct. It would work if you separated each of them out into individual windows, and you can line. In fact, well, I think I've already. No, I haven't. I still got. Let me see if I can get this mouse to work. These are 2 of the. In fact, I've got. And it's right now. I'm playing. I've been playing. I stopped it for while we're doing this, but I'm playing 12 Stones Ranch playlist. And by the way, I am on number 27 of 33 on that one. I am also playing Radio Jonesy's, playlist, and I'm on 13 of 126 of that one. And then this one is I had another one that I just finished up, and I can't remember who on the top of my head. I probably put it on my community tab. So, but that is, I've paused those so that it doesn't, consume more of the internet. It does use up a little bit of the RAM, having those up, but that's okay. I ain't too worried about that. Are there any questions about any of that?
Well, Jesse said he thinks it has to do with also the sound. If you don't have the sound,
it probably does.
It probably does.
Well, I think what Jesse's talking about is it needs to be at least on one.
Yeah.
If you look at these, I've got the sound down really low, but they're still, on. And I typically, when I do that, a lot of times I'll turn the volume down here, not off, but I'll turn it low just so that, if something else is going on, it doesn't interfere with other things in the room. And I don't want it to be muted to make sure that people are getting credit for it.
Right.
Yeah, you're right, Pedrosa Travel. A lot of people, some people do lurk in a lot of channels. And the fact is, one of the things I've experienced is that a lot of people will, on my live streams, do have a tendency to lurk, I guess you'd say. They'll spend time with it running.
And Bruce said a good comment too. Bruce said that the best thing to do if you want to give both channels equal amounts of watch hours is to view it on 2 different devices.
Yeah,
well, you can
that's
do that
what I'm
too.
on right now. I'm on 3 different devices, so
there we go. That is another way to do it because each one of them has its own active tab. But a lot of people try to go through and, hey, Timmy Stories and Blogs, good to see you. But yes, if you go through and you're trying to go through and Cragen's Quality Lawn Care, good to see you. Let me add.
It's not time stopping in. Welcome.
We are trying to get people over to Jerry's to help him with watch hours. So you will find, by the way, even though I know I just gave you a jacket and you're welcome to stay over here if you like, we're attempting to get Jerry some more watch hours. So please feel free to watch over on his channel.
And I'll drop my link again. The
link is at the.
Right.
But the link is pinned at the top.
Yep. Only that right there. That just goes to the channel. That one goes right to the live.
So, Yes, thank you, Molly.
And I saw today. I don't know. I'm going to say this right. Pedroza Travel. He's in Riverside, California. I saw him on Rich Cat Farm or Ranch today, and I don't know if he saw the comment I left for him, but I was born in North Hollywood and lived in the City Valley until I was 18. So he should probably know where that's at because he's in a neighboring town in California where I used to live.
Okay. Eagles Trekker says, as a 14-year Comcast cable tech, my opinion is tabs or windows and each collect no further Wi-Fi draw. Well, I stand corrected. There we go. Well, then I don't know. However, it will slow down your system with more functions. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I was thinking. The more stuff I've got open, the slower my computer gets.
Right. But that's okay, Uncle Jesse, because you're a Texas boy now.
Yeah, he was East LA. East LA, Chevy's, man.
There's a movie, Born in East LA, and it also said Born in East LA. It was kind of cute.
I don't think Jesse has a Chevy. I think he's got a Jeep. He should really be driving a Chevy.
Hey, I think that's bordering on, something. Anyhow, but we've been, one of the focuses of this discussion is typically just how to continue to get continue to work towards monetization.
Right.
And some of the things, and one of the things that we were talking about was about, utilizing the different tools that YouTube gives you. I don't think, and it is true that if, shorts don't really count towards watch hours if they get to them through the shorts menu. If they find them, from your channel or in a playlist, then yes, they will count. But if you just go through and click on somebody's short, then through the shorts menu is not, and it doesn't give you hours towards it. But shorts do a great job of increasing the number of subscribers. And yes, since you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, as long as you have both, it doesn't matter whether your subscribers came from shorts or, the longer format or live streams. You just got to have that number.
The interesting thing about that, though, Gary, is if you go in and look at a short and the analysis of a short, it never shows you how many watch hours are actually in that short, but been created by that short. Because I've done that, because I've got a watch list of shorts only, which takes like 3 hours to watch all the shorts. But if you go in there to a short, it never does show you like the other one does. It doesn't show you how many watch hours you get from it. Well, so, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying there's no way you can count it up and see how many people have actually watched it and that counted towards your hours.
Well, let's take a look at that because I was pretty sure that it did, but
I checked the other day because I took all the shorts out of my watch list because I didn't know how long they were all in there for, and I didn't think they were counting originally when before we start talking, and so I got a master list of just shorts, which I think it's 3 hours to watch the whole master list of just the shorts.
Okay.
And they're actually kind of fun to watch. You watch them in the group, like 10 minutes of watching shorts they go pretty fast. You get little snippets of everything.
Let's see.
Craig, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours to get monetized. I have 1,060 subs right now, and I'm at as of this morning I was 1,700 hours short at 2,300 hours.
Yeah.
But I think that will go fast.
All right, let me share something with you, Jerry.
Okay.
Let's see. it will show you how much watch time you get for a specific short, but you have to go into analytics,
right,
and then over into engagement.
Okay. So
there's usually more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, there is. That's why I'm glad I asked you. I mean, I didn't know that. I always just go to the reach because the reach shows the watch hours there.
Well, I looked, and it doesn't really
show you.
It does tells you how many viewed, how many swiped away,
right,
and it shows you how
the video will show you that in their reach. It'll actually show you how many watch hours are in that reach.
Right. But it goes through it. That's one of the things that I try to pay attention to. Just the fact that there are different, but this particular short counts for 0.7 hours, and although I mean that's almost 45 minutes.
Yep.
A little over 45 minutes, 16 seconds at a time.
Right, that's a lot.
And so I don't remember which one that was. Doesn't really matter.
Okay, that's interesting. I never went over to that far. I'll have to check that out now.
Well, it's just
the Goat Explorer. Oh no, Nora, the Stock Explorer. The Goat Explorer is here. I forgot.
Hang on a second, I'm missing something.
Judy
May Collins, good to see you. I'm hoping I'm heading. Sorry I missed you earlier. I was not where I could see the chat, and I'm bad about it's one of the reasons why I try to focus on it so much these days, because I'm bad about it. And anyhow, by the way, y'all notice I got a different hat on today. Got 29 on it though. I washed my other hat and I'm letting it dry, so it takes a while to dry. I love to see Jerry on one of my comments also. Just saying. Judy May Collins. She's a sweet lady.
I think if she's watched my video, she's left comments. I've responded to almost every comment that has been on my videos.
Well, I think she may be meaning on her channel. I don't know. Hey, good to see you, Chris, over at Square County Homestead.
I'm sure I'm a subscriber of hers.
Well, yeah. I think she may be meaning on, just on her comments on her videos. So, hey, and I will tell you this, I'm not good about watching a lot of videos. I do play a lot of videos. And these days they tend to be on playlists, in part because my internet is I have kind of spotty internet. And I'm typically have about three I typically play about 3 playlists at a time. And by the way, if somebody needs your playlist played Sunday, I invite you to come up onto my channel when we do the Sunday shout outs and come on panel. Show up, because, otherwise I will go through and I'll just pick somebody else at random to, and it'll probably be somebody from either my membership or from the comments that are left on the videos of mine.
And Gary, I've been in your shout outs, and I don't always pop on the channel because I think I spend so much time with you already, and I think that I don't want to monopoly it.
Well,
so I sit there and I'll comment or something like that, but I don't hop on because I don't want to take somebody else's spot that may want to come up. So,
well, Jerry, you're welcome on my panel anytime. I will tell you this, because of the fact that I just got through playing your playlist, even if you hopped up on panel, I'll be honest with you, brother, I probably wouldn't be playing yours again so quickly. It takes so long to play that thing,
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, but you're welcome to come up on panel.
Well, I appreciate you done for me, and you playing the list. I know several other people have played it, but I don't know if anybody's played it all the way through like you did.
I played it all the way through. By the way, hey, Callie King. Callie King 916 is a friend of mine from California. I'm going to give you a blue jacket, brother, and please feel free to check out these other folks. And by the way, if you want, you can type 29 in the chat, and I would encourage people to go over and check you out if anybody is in my channel. At the moment, though, we are driving, folks. Just so you know, Cali King, we are driving folks over to Jerry's channel to try and help him with watch hours. My mouth sometimes gets out ahead of me. But
Mitchell said he played all with you twice, but I bet he played all with you twice within the 45 days.
Yes, Matt.
Belt Loop, if you think Jerry's playlist is bad, go turn on Coyotes. You'll be sitting there for 2 weeks.
I believe it.
Oh, really?
Hey, I don't even update mine. I don't need that watch hours. In fact, I need to get rid of that thing.
Thanks, Marie. She's watching. She paused my repair of my mower, my disc mower for the hay. She's paused it until the live's over. I appreciate that.
All right, now you got me curious to see how many videos Coyote has. Let's see.
I think mine's 310 or 309 or something like that. All right, Mitchell. Thank you very much, buddy.
All right. He's got it doesn't tell me how many videos. He's got 200 videos.
In his master list?
Yeah. No, just overall. Yeah. He's got 200 videos, but I see he's got a bunch of long ones too. 2, 3, 4, 7 hours.
Are the long ones our lives? That's why they're long.
Oh, he has like 6 and 12-hour lives when he does go Lord.
I'm seeing up to 7. But I don't know if I'm looking at all of them. I can tell you this, that I'm sure that would take a long time to play through. Right now, if I were to look at mine right now, I've got over 1,000 videos. I don't know how many live streams, but most all of them are at least 2 hours long. Most of them. Occasionally, you see something, but I don't need the watch hours. I know that Coyote could probably use the watch hours, and I know that Jerry needs the watch hours, but we are trying tonight. Northern Girl Hobbies. All right, let me give you a moderator spot. That way you can check everybody out. And by the way, I am encouraging everybody to click on the link up top, because it will go through and it will send you over to Jerry's live stream of this very same thing. So you'll be watching the same thing. Only difference is, if you don't want one, I'll take it off. Okay.
What does John mean by this comment? I just found out I am a brand account. Didn't know that. What's that mean?
A brand account is different than my account and probably your account as well. And I forget, it plays a difference in something. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
That's something new to me.
I'll look it up. I used to know
corporate account. It means it's a corporate account.
So
you wrote in there. It means it's a corporate account.
I think it's called a brand account, though.
Anyways, will y'all have fun? I'm gonna hop back down to the chat. I got a few things I got to take care of.
Hey, Matt. Thanks a lot for coming up. I appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, no problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Says bye.
All right. Let's see. A brand account is an account that is specifically for your brand. This account is different from your personal Google account. I know that DJ has a brand account, and I'll have to look further into what the difference is between the two. I don't know if you have to have an LLC or not, Cali King. That may be the case, but I don't think it is. And I'm not sure. I know that some things you can't do on a brand account that you can do on an individual account. And
girl, probably that'd be me.
Pedrosa Travel said, "I am a sole partnership." Hey, I like that. And I do have a California business license. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
But as far as what you can and can't do on YouTube with a brand account as opposed to a regular account, let's see, by email address management tools. I'll have to look into that because at one time there was a question as to what you could do one thing but not on one but not on the other, and I can't remember what it was.
Okay. Hey, Nora, I will give you a quick update on Nora the Goat Explorer. I'll do a short for you tomorrow and post it tomorrow. I don't know, probably about noon or so you can get a chance to see her. Hey, Bruce.
How's it going?
She's
She's getting
big,
big, though.
Bruce.
All right. Just thought I'd come up for a moment.
Excellent. Yeah. Now I know that you have a monetized account. Do you have any words of wisdom for the good folks on here?
Okay. One way you can accelerate picking up the watch hours, Jerry, would be to do like a silent stream.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hey Square County, how you doing? Anyway, yeah, if you set up a silent stream, it could play while you're sleeping,
Yeah.
And people could.
Okay, so you have
while they're sleeping, they could sit, just play it,
Yeah.
and you'll gain watch hours by doing that. I know of several people that have done that, and it helped them to get monetized.
So you say turn the camera on and just don't have any talking and stuff like that?
Don't
talking. Put in the description as a silent stream and for watch hours.
Right. Now, see if you set it up on StreamYard, you can there is music available on StreamYard that you could play just while the stream is running, and you could actually turn your volume down to where it doesn't keep you awake at night. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yet the people would hear the music playing. If you wanted to throw up some kind of a photo or something, like the stars, like I've got behind me, for example, and I can actually switch that around. I've got different ones that I use as virtual backgrounds. You could just set up a virtual background like this right here.
Yeah.
And or set up something like this. And if I was to move,
it'd be on there, and then you'd have some music or something playing that they can watch.
And it would just show that picture or whatever you would choose to put up there. They've actually got animated things that you can use. Now, I normally, when I'm streaming, I use this one when I use a virtual background because you don't see the shadows. And but I know normally when you use these things, you usually have a green screen up behind you. I don't have a green screen, but I've got a dark background behind it. And
I got a story to tell you, Bruce.
Okay.
When I was still working towards getting monetized, I did something similar to a silent stream, but instead of doing a silent stream, what I did is, in fact, me and Devil Dog and I guess some other folks were, on there, and we went through and decided rather than go through and just having a silent stream, we decided to stream somebody else's, a copy of somebody's live stream, and that needed watch hours. So My pleasure, content consumer, and welcome to the channel. By the way, we are trying to get some folks over to Jerry's, and his link is pinned at the top. Please feel free to go over there and connect with him and watch from there if you'd like. It would help him get more hours. Hey, Thompson RC, always a pleasure. Hey, I appreciate you dropping in. But anyhow, we went through, and I initially started to stream somebody that I knew there, and I just put the, share screen, brought that up and left it on there. But that didn't last for long because I got to thinking about it, and YouTube and their copyright, this, that, and the other thing. So instead of streaming somebody else's, I mean, we had basically already said, all right, we're out for the night, but I'm gonna leave it running because we were right there on the verge of getting the 4,000 hours. So instead, I started to do that, but then I says, wait a minute, we might, somebody may say that I'm not using my own content. So what I'll do is I'll go through and stream my own, live stream, because I had just done a 24-hour live and recently, and so I went through and I started streaming my own restream, I guess you'd say. And so if I got up early that morning for whatever reason, just to go make sure it got cut off or whatever, because it won't go more than 12 hours without it won't keep the video over 12 hours. So
Right.
I got up, Bruce, and there was somebody in the basement. I think it was Al Chafe, was sitting in the basement, had been sitting there for about 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Because he thought we were just ignoring, I think it was Al. I could be wrong. But whoever it was, it could have been, or it might have been Jonesy. I don't remember. But I do remember thinking, I felt so bad about that. I was just trying to get, some more watch hours. And apparently there were some folks that was watching because, anyhow, that was my experience with trying to do rather than just do a quiet, silent stream. And I'll be honest, I know people do that, and I drop in from time to time on somebody that's doing that, but I'm usually not there very long. I mean, with so many other folks going live and what have you, there's always something you can go find something to get into.
Well, this is why I say, if you're gonna do it while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And other people would be sleeping. It would be like, okay, I'm going to set my laptop up to watch Jerry do this and let it play through Jerry's silent stream.
Yeah.
That he's going to do overnight.
I like the idea Nora has, though, setting up a goat cam. I just gotta find a camera that I can put out where the goats are at. That
exactly.
Is it with Wi-Fi to my channel or something? I got to figure out something like get a computer out there with electricity. So I don't have any electricity out where the goats are at.
Yeah. There's different things you can do. You can set up a photo. You can have some kind of animated something going on. You can set it up in a window. There's no set rules to that.
I love that idea, Nora.
Well,
I know a woman that she was trying to get her son's channel monetized, and anyway, she had this animated stuff going, and she let it play. It would play for several hours.
Yeah,
and a lot of us that were helping were actually here in the U.S. Now she lives in Malaysia, so, but she's but she has, the son's channel finally did get monetized, and a lot of it came from people like me that were setting up and just letting it play.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, if it's something that you're doing during the day, if people wanted to, like, say, use a separate device, like, just for example, I have an old phone here. but it's still available to use on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
that's an idea. I wonder if one of my old phones I could hook it up to,
yeah, and if you have Ninja accounts, now that's like,
don't have those.
Okay, you could set up one.
But I could take a camera out, our phone out, and set it up on the side of the wall, and people could on a live stream, and they can watch the goats all day.
Yeah,
the goats are always doing something funny.
And people might like to see that. I think that's a great idea.
Nora said she liked it. She said she liked it, and I like that idea. So I got a couple old phones. I'm gonna have to see if one of them I can hook it into YouTube if I can do that. And
now, one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go over. I think there's like a limit on number of hours that you do a stream on.
12 hours. Yeah.
12 hours.
I was told 11 hours and 55 minutes like that.
Exactly. You could go 11 hours, 55 minutes, and then shut it down,
Yeah. And I've got a battery, I don't know what you call it, a battery boost type thing. I can hook up that phone to that battery boost, so rent it out and let it run for 8 hours and see how many people will actually watch it. But I might do that.
Right. Yeah, and if you do it that way, you don't even have to use. You've got over 1,000 subs, so you don't even have to use StreamYard. You could just set it up and do it through YouTube.
Yeah, I'm talking about StreamYard and people streaming. Tomorrow night is the Fireman Breakfast. I will be running it live, Fireman Breakfast, and we're gonna try where I have an earpiece in my ear so I can hear. Eddie said he would come in and he'd read the chat to me, and I can respond to people's questions because I've done it a couple of months now, and people really like it. It seems like they want to ask questions, but I always have to answer the questions afterwards because I can't hear them when I'm cooking. But I'm going to hook it up to my earpiece so I can hear what people are asking. And Eddie said he would come in and read it, so I'm gonna hook up back with him. Be sure he'll come in and read it, and for a couple hours. And I usually go from like 5 o'clock to like 7:15, something like that. So
okay.
And I'm expecting a bigger crowd tomorrow night because it's springtime. So it's going to be, I'm hoping we have a bigger crowd than 30.
Well, that'd be good there. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that tomorrow night also.
Okay. But yeah, I played your playlist. It took a few days.
Yeah.
But I was using this. I was using this phone to do that playlist with. So, it played through the entire thing. And, anyway, it was, it took a while. I know there was one time I think the battery ran out. I let it sit there and play while I was at
Thanks,
work.
Jesse, for coming in. Appreciate it. My godfather being here tonight. He has to jump out, so.
But anyway, that's an
idea. I mean, I appreciate all ideas. I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to work on finding. I know I've got a used phone right here that I probably could hook up to YouTube and get it where I can stream, out there with the goats and stuff. I mean, that'd be kind of fun for me to watch and see what I get. Because when I'm around, they're looking at me for food or wanting my attention. They're not doing their own normal things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's why I can see what they're doing too.
While it's doing that, I mean, if you're doing it during the day, you could stop by and just look in and say, "Hey."
Yeah. you know when we're coming because anybody who goes out there to see them, the goats go running up to the fence because they know you're coming. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna, I might commandeer my wife's phone. Okay, and have it do that. That'd be fun. It'd be fun to see how many people actually watch it.
Oh yeah.
Go back and look at the analysis afterwards to see how many people actually come in and how long average people stay in.
Yeah, and I mean, people can come by and just, say, "Hi, Jerry, got you playing," or one of the words they use over in the Philippines is tamsak. Tamsak.
Yeah. They also use bananas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bananas.
Yeah.
That's another community I'm in, and they leave a lot of comments on videos.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. They use a lot of emojis too, and
Oh
so
yeah.
just they like, just for example, people could do stuff like this right here, like
In my
where
Aussie.
I'm gonna put that up there, and just stuff like that, and
I don't know what that fish is. That a fish?
I'm not sure what
I
that
think it's a
is. Let me
laughing
see.
fish.
It
I think
says
it's a laughing fish.
all it says is face blue smiling when you put your put the cursor on it,
Yep.
and you look right up there above it, and it says face blue smiling.
If you look in our StreamYard chat, it'll tell you right there. It says blue face smiling, for each one.
Right. Now that one there says hand pink waving.
Yep. Those are new ones they popped in there. So
Yeah. They got a few new ones there. I like this guy here. He looks like he's suffering.
if you guys haven't, if Gary hasn't told you that, I appreciate you everybody coming in tonight and watching us. And we didn't talk a whole lot about analysis like we normally do. We decided we'd talk about some other things tonight. And we try to give people a chance to come up and talk about what they want to talk about, or ask questions what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys coming in.
Oh
and,
yeah.
I do have some good supporters who come in and watch. And Nora's a real good supporter, and she comes in and watches the videos. And I know she's probably chomping on the bit, wanting to know what's happened with Nora, the Goat Explorer. So she's the only black-headed goat we have. The baby that was born this year, so we named it after Nora because it has jet black hair like she does. And I'm going to I'll get a short done tomorrow and post it for her to see how that baby goat's doing. That baby goat's getting big.
By the way, can y'all hear my dog snoring?
Yeah.
No, I don't hear Otis snoring.
No, this ain't Otis.
Hey,
Nicole.
Stop.
Nicole was sitting right here by me, snoring.
Oh, that's a typical thing with Boston Bull.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
River Homestead. That's Bobby. We are, just so y'all know, we are working on trying to get everybody over to Jerry's. You're welcome to hang out in the chat where you're at, but if you'd like to help out, we are driving some folks over to Jerry's to help him with watch hours, and his link will be up at the top of the chat if you're in the Belt Loop 29 chat. So
yeah. Now, just a thought, Jerry, but now this is the virtual background that comes with that StreamYard provides. There's two of them.
Well,
I
got that one, and I've got the other one, which is the living room.
Right.
Yep.
I mean,
I've made my own also.
But here's one that I know, Gary, you'll laugh at this one right here once it comes up.
Hang on, I'm not where I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
You recognize her, don't you? That's her.
Oh yeah.
That's her wooden spoon.
There's the one I made.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
I take it back. Devil Dog made it for me, and he sent it to me, and then I used that on my front page and as my banner and stuff, and then I used it on here also. Right. It shows our goats, and it shows the horses, and donkeys, and chickens, and the llamas.
Uh-huh.
And the cows at the bottom. If I wasn't in the way, you'd be able to see all the cows.
Oh yeah, yeah. And see, you could put something like that up, even just put that up and push.
Yeah, I've got
push start. and then let it go, and do that while you're sleeping.
I've got quite a few different ways of switching
Did
it
you
around.
make all those, Gary? Like that? Did you make that one? The cheese one?
Yeah. I mean, that ain't hard to do.
No.
I'm using my OBS, so I can switch between them pretty easily.
So this one I got behind me. This one I got behind me actually shows probably about 60% of our property.
Wow.
So it goes all the way over to the tree line. The tree line up the north behind my head, which is like over. See, it's over right here. That tree line right there, and that tree line that runs.
That's beautiful view.
Oh man, what the heck? Yeah, the tree line here. That's where it runs. That's where it ends over there. And all this property. I mean, on this this side of the road. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know how you get used to that. The road right there.
You could even do this if you.
It goes straight on down. Straight on over that brown part is a grass field. Actually, it was corn in there when I took this picture, and we cut the corn and there's green and there's soybeans in this part right over above my shoulder, which is right here. That's soybeans right there. And well, before I actually turned it all into cows.
You see how right now it looks like part of the bottom around, well, really both of y'all kind of fades a little bit.
Yeah, that's because I have a green screen up.
Right, and I don't know if it's, I don't know as far as, I know that with what I'm on, I've got the green screen back here, but I'm switching back and forth on OBS. It kind of helps, having the green screen and having the other just kind of provides a little bit more flexibility. I think, and I like being able to change it on a moment's notice. In case I feel a little cheesy or something, I can throw it on the cheese background.
Yep.
Or and Pedrosa Travel mentioned very cheesy. Yeah, I do love my cheese. Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have a live. Everybody should know that Jonesy goes live at 5:30. Devil Dog goes live at 7, and I go live at 8:30. At 8:30, I don't know what we're gonna do just yet. It might be a singing thing. It might be it could be a giveaway. It could be a trivia night. It could be all three. It could be none of the above. It might be, I did get, and I do have with me today, but I'm saving it to tomorrow. I've got some Carolina Reaper flavored cheese puffs, and they are hot. Well, it's not as hot as a Carolina Reaper. You just pop one in your mouth. But I guarantee you what,
you might be able to.
The more you eat, the hotter it gets. I think we may start out the show tomorrow by seeing just how many of them things I can eat at one time.
Oh boy!
My Lord!
And I did notice that AR Guns was in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry that I could have swore. I would have swore I'd already made you a moderator, but let me fix that and give you a jacket. There you go. Anyhow, that is on tap for tomorrow. I may even get me a beer. I don't know.
Wow, it's gonna be a big bunch of firsts.
Hey, Fry TV, good to see you. I was over at Fry TV's live stream the other day. He had like 100 people or something like that in there. It was huge.
I haven't seen very many. Well, the ones that get that many people and you can't read the chat, it goes too fast.
Oh yeah.
Well, the chat.
You ought to go to Hapster sometimes, man. They got this this group called Team Happy, and man, they just flood the chat, and they're very supportive, very good They're all from the Philippines,
Yeah.
and but yeah, she gets a lot of, she picks up a lot of views and a lot of watch hours from them.
You know, the funny thing about that, Bruce, I had, you live what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes from me?
Right.
But I had to go all the way to the Philippines to find somebody from 15 minutes down the road.
Isn't that funny?
That is hilarious. Uh-huh.
The Filipino community is,
Actually,
they're amazing.
She
They're
was in
amazing
Hawaii.
supporters of each other and other people. I mean, really are. I have quite a few subscribers to the Philippine community, and
Oh yeah.
they are great supporters.
Oh yeah, they are. Timmy Story, she's from the Philippines.
Yeah. And that's Vlog, I think, is also from the Philippines, although I think she's in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them that work as OFWs, so they may be in Hong Kong or Malaysia or Kuwait or somewhere other than in the Philippines because they're all working. And
by the way,
some of them live in Thailand.
And I wanted to mention to Fry TV, Cindy Squirrel Off Grid, good to see you. AR Gun 1775, Judy Mae Collins, and anybody else that happens to be in mine. Next Vlog's good people. I enjoy. She's a lovely lady.
Oh yeah.
All the folks that I've run in from over there, really wonderful people.
Oh yeah, they are.
But we are going through. And trying to direct some folks over towards Jerry's channel, which is Butler Family Farms. The link is at the top. Is Double Dog going live tonight? I don't think Devil Dog will be going live tonight.
I may do
I don't
one.
think he might be. He didn't mention it to me. I talked to him earlier. He didn't mention to me. We were talking about a few other things. By the way, if you are, let me mention this while I'm here. If you are interested in stickers, I know that his wife, Devil Dog's Keeper, is making stickers. Good quality stickers. They look beautiful.
Let's do a shout out to her, Jamie, because she really does some good work on stickers, and she's fast.
Hey, turnaround is very fast on hers.
Yep.
I would not recommend power washing them. But she can provide UV protection, that type of thing. I think it's a few dollars extra for the UV protection.
I got one right here.
Well, hang on. Let's go through it and bigify you. There we go.
I put it on the bottom of my cup. So every time I drink, you guys got to see my sticker.
Perfect size.
Yep, it fits perfectly.
And but if you are interested in getting some stickers for your channel, I would recommend at least checking them out. Hey, they do all my stickers. And have since I've done any. I don't even have any stickers here. Devil Dog, has done my stickers since I've had any stickers. And
I've got your sticker.
There we go. Which one?
I got the belt loop chicken one. I can get it really short, quick and show it.
Well, there's some of them that won't be out there again, but there's
some. I know I've got some that are exclusive, running or run only, I guess you call them, or running out.
Mark Kratz, good to see you, brother. And Simply Jam Homestead. Oh, the Good Cop, Bad Dog sticker. Yeah,
and it's a small one.
Yeah, they ain't making no more of those.
Nope. And I got this one.
I like that one.
I like that one too. And I've got Jamie's because she sent me hers. And then I got this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is Mark Kratz over on your channel? I
Hard press.
I hope so, because
Mark.
I could
No,
have swore I saw his name just a second ago.
No, I don't see him.
Well,
Simply Jan. I was just about ready to call you, Jan.
Yeah, he's there. And he's got to be, because I'm seeing up there where it says Jan, good to see you.
Oh, let's go back up then.
And it's not on my channel, I don't think. That's okay though.
Hard press.
Talk about Mark Kratz. By the way,
Mark. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark's on my. Mark came in a little while back. I said hi to him earlier.
I just can't remember who I said hey to and who I ain't.
I'm the same way. You take me down for being the big guy.
Okay.
But Jan, I came on your live a little late. I apologize. I wanted to talk to you, and then you ran off. I want to know how you got that fiber optics coming in tomorrow or coming in this next week. I want to know what you did, who you threatened, or who you took out the back woods or something. Because I want to get that myself.
She might have turned her sister on. Anyhow, if somebody is needing some stickers, I would hope that you would consider, talking with Devil Dog's keeper and Devil Dog. It's a shame he ain't here, because I'd love for him to be able to show y'all the stickers that he's done for me. They're beautiful, and they have them all intricately cut out and everything. They're just beautiful.
They do good work. I mean, I've had stickers made from 2 different other companies, and they're for what you pay. Devil Dog's wife is you get twice as many for the same price someplace else, and they're the same. I don't think you can tell who made what. If I took them from different companies and showed you, I bet you couldn't tell who made what.
Yeah, Devil Dog is good people. He's my best friend on here, and I can't tell you enough to go over and support him. So, anything you can do to help him out, I appreciate. Whether it's ordering, and their stickers are about half the price. They don't make hardly anything on them stickers, but
Judy May, you need to go to Devil Dog's keeper's email, because sometimes he doesn't read the emails like he should. And if you want to get a hold of get Devil Dog's keeper, you do her email, and she'll respond right away. If she's not sleeping, she'll respond.
That's true. Devil Dog's keeper. If you want Devil Dog to do something, you got to go through Jamie typically, which is Devil Dog's keeper. And it's she's got
a channel. Just look up Devil Dog's keeper, and you can get her page, and you can get her email. I mean, we get it for you, but it'd probably be better if you got it off her page.
Hang on a second. I'll send you a link for Devil Dog.
You got the link to it?
It won't take but a second to get to if I get this stupid mouse to work right.
Mark, I'm down to, as of right now, 1,700 hours is what I need, and I haven't. Today's hours hasn't gone on yet, and I haven't checked back. It usually goes on between 9 and 10 o'clock, the hours of the day. For actually Wednesdays, hours are go on in the evenings. Hey Heather, you're a little late. We're almost ready to end this. That's okay. Love having you here.
I'm going to guess. I'm just going to make a wild guess that here in about another month, we're going to be hearing about you being monetized.
Another month?
And I'm gonna say in about a month.
I probably will be. Even though, because I'm going to go to the 10 Killer meetup, and I'm going to do a lot of lives down there.
Yeah.
So, I probably ever keep saying, don't worry about it. You'll get your hours by then. And I'm sure I will. But, I get them done and be done with them. That'd be great.
Just lying to you, babes in Toyland.
There you go, Judy.
Who's lying to you?
Good question.
Who's what?
Well, I don't know.
Her name's Annie.
Okay, Annie. Who's lying to you, babes? I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, who's lying to you?
Let's see. You don't know her, I don't think. Oh, okay. I know. I do know Devil Dog's Keeper. I know Devil Dog. I've been over to visit them. That's where we got my puppy from. Um, I've been in there. I stayed in their home for several days, about a week. The I know them well enough to where I know them more than I know anybody else on this YouTube, and that's a fact. So now I hope that that's not. You don't know her. I don't know if you're talking about that. Could mean that
Somebody else.
somebody else is lying to you, or it could. I don't. I guess it kind of depends on the context. And I'm. But I do know that I absolutely love Devil Dog and Devil Dog's Keeper. They're wonderful people that I will do whatever I can to help support them. And that's the God's honest truth. Anyhow, the and I will always recommend that people go over there and see them and support their channel. I don't know what that was, but looks like we've gone over 2 hours.
Yep. A minute over.
I can't recommend strongly. By the way, if y'all have come in and you haven't checked out over at Jerry at Butler Family Farms, his channel, he's the other fella, one of the 2 other people up here, or Bruce at Shooting Star, Mississippi. I have had the pleasure of meeting Bruce. I haven't met Jerry in person yet, but
it's going to happen.
Thank you. But I have had the pleasure of meeting Bruce. I was able to meet a bunch of people at the Dayton, Texas meetup. I've met, Dill Hole. I've met Randy over at Missouri Outlaw. I've had a chance to meet Chris over at Square County Homestead. I just, I keep meeting a lot of wonderful folks, and I'm very thankful for it. Anyhow, I think what we're going to do is go through and call it for the night, and thank everybody for coming in. If you have not met Jerry, please click on the link up top. If you're in my chat, go over to Jerry's and check him out. And thank you for your time. And y'all have a good day.
And I'll drop my channel link in here if you haven't gotten a channel link at least. So we're going to shut this down, and you can check my channel out. We've got a heart-to-heart video on the front page there for people to watch. It tells more about how my wife and I met and about us.
Let me say thank you to Butler Family Farms, Cindy Squirrel Off Grid, Fry TV, Judy Mae Collins, and Babes in Toyland and other things for coming in. I do want to thank both Jerry and Bruce here. This is actually Jerry's show. I'm just joining him to help co-host. And let me
thank people like Ann Dale is here. Of course,
well, that's where I'm heading now. I want to thank Ann Dale.
Okay.
Coffee Walks and Whatever.
Yep.
Dark Lord Manette. Heather Langstrom. Mark Kretz MC. Rachel and Tommy at Mom of 4 Boys. Outdoors with Big Matt. Pedroza Travel. Radio Jonesy. Scratch and Pete PA. Simply Jan Homestead. And I see that Chris is here with Square County Homestead. And Nora over at the Stock Explorer. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all are a blessing. Please continue to support Jerry and his efforts to hit the 4,000 watch hours. He's at the start of the night, he was around 1,800.
1,700. I was 1,700 short when we started tonight.
How much?
1,700.
So hopefully it'll be even closer now.
Yep.
And
I thank everyone for coming in and listening and chatting and typing and hope to see you again next week. And maybe talk to if you're not busy tomorrow between 5 and 7, come in and at the Fireman Breakfast. I'll be doing live on from the phone, and I think Devil Dog's going to co-host it, so he can read the chat for me.
All right. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Bruce, you're welcome to stick around for after hours if you got a minute.
Sure.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.